Okay, so I had some questions on the documents found in an office that belonged to Joe Biden and his garage now as well. Well, speaking of documents, so I'm going to do a tableau at the end too, and I'm going to use the whole deck because I kind of want to look for this card specifically too, because that is our documents card. So we'll do that last. But I had a few questions. So the first thing I wanted to go, will they focus on the documents, the Republicans, or are they going to still try to do the other 3 cases for impeachment? Because they had, the way he handled COVID was one they wanted to impeach him on. They had the student loan thing, I guess abuse of power or something like that. And then they had the Afghanistan withdrawal. So before we go further in this video though, I do want to throw out there that this may not be the most unbiased, I should say, reading in the world, so keep that in mind. We're upside down. 8 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. Will they focus on the documents, or will they try to go with all of those articles of impeachment? So they believe they have a really good case, especially here, that is sort of stacked against him with the family thing, and something with the courts should be on their side. So they believe that they're going to, they need more things than just one thing. It's like if you pile a bunch of stuff, then the case may be greater or something of that nature. So they believe they have a huge chance for victory here. This is not if they're going to win. It's just I want to know if they're going to focus on documents only, and no. They're going to go for the whole shebang. So now, the documents will be, of course, the highlight of the news, but not their case is what I was asking about. So, second thing is, will they actually succeed in impeaching him in the House? Will they actually succeed in impeaching Joe Biden in the House of Representatives? The 7 of Cups, the Knight of Wands. It's taking control of a situation with a lot of different outcomes. The Wheel of Fortune, the Lover's card, the 4 of Cups, Ace of Wands. There's an action problem here. 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups would say yes. But there is an issue within the action, so there's no removal. But you may be able to pull this off, but you have to get this in order. So you may have one shot to do this. And which is probably why, if you want to put everything all in one basket, maybe try to impeach him for Afghanistan. That doesn't work, try to impeach him for the documents. If that doesn't work, try to, like, if you put them all in one basket, it's going to fail, I think. But here, you need everybody on the same page. That's going to be a lot more difficult and take a lot more time than you have. And so they may even try to do this even after he's out of office type thing. But it's one of those things that is going to be very, very difficult for you to do in the time that is allotted to you in the next 2 years, especially if he does not run again. I don't see it being an easy thing. It's not impossible, though. I can get rid of some of this light. It's not impossible. So, because this is a confirmation. This is like, yes, we do, but there might be a new person in office by the time you actually try to get something like that done. But you need everybody on the same page, and that is kind of a problem when it comes to some Republicans do not want to do that because it sets a bad precedent, is what they believe. And so you still need to gain control of many different fronts, and it may be literally 7 people who are holding the line for this. So this would indicate, yes, they would be successful, but this would take a lot more time than you actually have while he's in office. Now, it doesn't matter. He can be out of office just like Trump. The second time he was impeached when he was out of office. So anyway, but they have a little bit on their side when it comes to that. Now, here's the problem, too. You have to hold the House in the next 2 years. So that means once the administration changes, you still need that majority. If you don't have it, there's no way you're going to do it. So there's another caveat to that, too. So are Dems going to back Joe Biden, is my next question. Are they going to back Joe Biden, or are some of them going to flake away? Hangman flew out. Oh, there's Joe Biden. So are they going to back him, or are they going to flake away? So the Ace of Wands, the Six of Wands, the Two of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Seven of Cups. They will defend him. They have to show a united force, so they will defend him. There are some plans going forward, though, about removing the distraction, so he may not run again if they take this all the way the 2 years. Doing it for the good of the party type thing, to where I don't want to be a distraction, you know, that whole script. So there is some defense, though. So it looks like they are backing him, at least the majority. Okay, next question. Let me go here first. Did he know? Well, no, I don't want to ask that one. Okay, so I'm trying not to fall into conspiracy theory here. And because it's possible that he could have documents at his house and he knew about them and his offices. Now, you can't convince me he was using them as leverage in trying to, you know, win over some dictator with United States secrets. But in the midst of being vice president, is it possible he had documents? Possibly. So I can't say. Because again, I'm trying to be a little more even here and say it's possible. But it just seems so convenient that once you finally got McCarthy in, all of a sudden, Joe Biden has classified documents in his house and his office. The places you said Trump had them in two different places, at his golf course or whatever, and his house. So, were the documents planted? I'm going to ask that in a simple tarot spread, and then we're going to do a tableau and see what pops up there too. Because, Lord. Were the documents planted? Well, see, okay, see. I'm going to keep that. As I said when we started, this is going to be our documents card, and there it is. So, were the documents planted? Uh-oh, 2 just tried to leap out there. Oh, looks like a yes, but we'll put that back in. Just say that sloppy shuffle. Put it back in. Were the documents planted? Was Joe Biden being set up and the documents were... Oh, it came back out again. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I don't normally do that, but I'm going to do this. Find that Ace of Pentacles. Bring it out too. It wanted to talk. I'll let it talk. It meant something. It's a confirmation, again, like the Ace of Cups in the impeachment reading. Aces, for me, are confirmations, just like the Sun card is a confirmation. It's actually in the same spot it was. I put it there. So, okay. Documents, storage, could be. There's an opportunity. So, were the documents planted? Let's see what else pops out here. Were they planted? Sabotage. Were they planted? Okay. Get 7 more. So this is the more pop-outs here. And High Priestess. 2 of Pentacles. 8 of Cups. On the cover of Night. Okay. 10 of Cups. Harmony and the word of warning. Someone in your staff or around you. 4 of Wands. The White House. 4 of Pentacles. And Temperance. Again, that's a positive, so it's a yes. I think they were. Again, I'm trying not to fall into conspiracy because, again, anything is possible. He could have them and didn't know it. He can have them and did know it. But again, I don't think he was using them to sell to somebody or anything of that nature. But since I believe, now this is just me and my reading, I believe that they were planted because it just seems too convenient that Donald Trump is being sauteed and deep fried for classified documents, and Joe Biden just happens to have classified documents too in places similar to Donald Trump. Now, the difference in the cases, as everybody has been pointing out, is Joe Biden is cooperating. It's like, hey, do what you want. They have a special counsel, which I will ask about him too. Robert Hur. Robert Hur. What will be the conclusion of his investigation? Will he conclude that Joe Biden did this maliciously and was trying to steal secret documents, or clerical error, or what will be his conclusion? What will be his conclusion? What will be his conclusion? Oh, what was that? Change. Okay. What will be his conclusion? what will be his conclusion? So Temperance, Two of Wands. Plans and working together. So someone worked together. There's also plans. Page of Swords. Page of Swords is lies and gossips and a spy. The Knight of Swords. There's the Wheel of Fortune and Devil. Ten of Pentacles. Hangman again. Six of Swords. Ten of Swords. Interestingly enough, I don't think this is his case. I don't think this answered the question. And the reason I feel that is because I don't think in his, this is just me, this I could be totally wrong. I don't think in his investigation he's going to uncover a spy who is doing this maliciously against Joe Biden and will eventually come forward. I don't think his investigation is going to levy all of that information. I think that's just what it's telling me. That's the case. Again, I'm trying not to fall into conspiracy. That, oh, there's some sort of deep, dark secret out there. But lies and gossip. Two cards of lies and gossip. Only one I don't have is the moon. And you don't really need it at this point. Let me ask. Let me leave all that there. Give me one card. What will be the conclusion? Okay, I got the Death card. That's change. Seven of Swords on the bottom. Let's see. What will be the conclusion of his investigation? Because someone's trying to sacrifice, or did sacrifice, because that fell out earlier when we had the Joe Biden card fall out a second. Like someone's trying to do him in. Like trying to brand him as a traitor. So what will be the conclusion? Give me three cards then. There it is again. So there is a revelation and change. What kind of change? Clarify that for me. There will be a change in progression in the government. So Joe Biden will continue on as he had before. I think he will be cleared, but that's just me. I could be wrong. Okay, interesting. That's just what I think, though. So let us in tomato see. Again, document card. There's that good old devil again. So Joe Biden, tableau. This is going to be not just about the case and the documents, but his next 2 years. Well, no, not next 2 years. We'll just do, I don't put times in this because sometimes it also goes backwards. So let's see. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. I want to say next 2 years, so I'm going to say it anyway. High Priestess in the world. Eight of Swords. Ace of Swords. Actually, let me do it this way. You can see it. I can read it upside down. That way you can see it better. No documents card. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Tower, the Empress, and the Eight of Pentacles. There's something in his job, because the Eight of Pentacles is in House Hierophant. Hierophant is government. So something in his job specifically as leader that is going to be new. Empress in House Emperor, so something new in his job. There is some danger also coming that is new. This is in House Empress. So Tower in House Empress. There might be also a health issue coming up for him or his wife too. I know she just had some procedures and stuff too. So there might be a health issue coming for him or his wife. This is in House Empress. Empress governs the body for me. So there may be something on that. And then Emperor in House Strength, which is also a health thing too. Strength in House Moon. So there might be a health issue coming up too, which it might be sudden, like a fall or something with the health. So watch the health. There's a revelation. Sun in House Tower. Tower exposes by force. The sun exposes just period. You can't hide nothing in the sun. So there is some exposure coming. So anyhow, the Eight of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the Tower, the Empress, and the Eight of Pentacles. So something new in his job is being released. And I don't have the Four of Pentacles, but you can use this for confidential. So there's some sort of information that's being released, some secret that's being revealed. High Priestess or House High Priestess houses the Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is clarity. So you have clarity here, exposure here, exposure there. So something is coming out. It has something to do with the manipulation of something captive or something classified or something that was supposed to remain restricted, I'll just say it that way. The manipulation of something restricted, and then secrets that are being revealed, and then also exposures. Now, is it exposure on him? I'm going to say no, because it's not in House Emperor. It's in House Empress. Empress is brand new. Emperor is authority. And so this is something brand new. And there's exposure, forced exposure, upon something that is brand new. And then here, the forced exposure leads to illumination. The secret behind it, or the hidden agenda behind it, also has some clarity in it. So you're going to get more truth out of this. So this is not something that is going to take years and years and years for us to know what happened. We're going to get some clarity pretty soon, actually, or at least a lot more pieces to the puzzle than we currently have. In House Moon, where the treachery lies, is the Strength card. So through interviews and that type of thing, because investigation's right next to it in House Star. Star is about the future. So there's some stuff coming up here where we will have more answers. It's going to be a small group of people working on it as well for the diplomacy and the questioning, so maybe some small office. I know the special counsel and all that stuff may have a little small group here that is doing some investigations. They will yield positive results though. So anyway, the Judgment, Three of Cups, the Emperor, Ten of Cups, Queen of Swords. There's someone within a judgment for celebration and victory for a man in power in the law. So he wins a case somewhere here. Because there's an investigation done by some Democrats or by someone who is in his administration, because I want to say on his side, but they don't necessarily work on his side. They work in his administration. Like the DOJ should be separate and apart from the president. So there's like someone within his administration, technically AKA on his side, that has a legal victory here. So some man, him in authority, gets a very, very strong legal victory. Or he may be passing some sanctions or something of that nature, but he gets something done in a very strong way, a judgment in his favor. This is in House Lovers, so the people that are on his side, again, pass a very swift judgment upon someone. It's very strong. Like very strong. So I don't know if this is sanctions on Putin or what, but there is a leader here too. The Seven of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Four of Wands. This is the documents. The Eight of Cups and the Fool. Listen, I'm trying not to be conspiratorial, but the Fool in House Agenda, or I mean the Agenda in House Fool. This is brand new. Again, new journey, new start, new birth, new life with the Empress. So the High Priestess is in House Fool. High Priestess is about secrets, agendas, brand new journeys, foolish actions, things of that nature, and there's secrets there. So there are secrets upon some brand new journey, and then that brand new journey, the Fool, is in House Devil. Whatever it is devious. It is meant to cause harm. It is meant, so this is your documents case here. The Seven of Wands is in House Justice. So defending against something legal, maybe a legal case, trying to gain balance, that type of thing. The Ace of Pentacles is in House Hangman, flipped up twice for him. So he does have an opportunity. He does have maybe even some luck on his side in the legal system. Queen of Swords in House Wheel of Fortune. So he may have some luck upon his side because someone's trying to brand him a traitor. And so with the change, the Four of Wands in House Death, there will be some changes to the White House and the White House staff. Some people will have to leave and go away. It's not him and his authority, though. His authority is secure, but the Four of Wands, the Eight of Cups, Fool. So you get defending, opportunity for the house, abandonment of something new. So he has some victory. It may take 3 weeks or so, but he has some victory. The Sun, the Hermit, the Strength, the Six of Wands, the Knight of Swords. There is exposure or successful investigation for a very strong leader. Very chaotic energy. So he's in a different kind of fight here. This may have something to do with health or COVID or something of that nature. But there's some success for something that is quite erratic. It comes and goes. It's in House Judgment. Judgment is about repeating. So there's something that comes and goes that he will have some victory over. It may have something to do with his health again. The Eight of Swords, the Judgment, the Seven of Wands, and the Sun. Successful defense for entrapment or impeachment or restriction or something of that nature. So there is some success when it comes to, and this could also be restrictions, as in maybe there's a bill he wants passed that he has successful defense against. World and House World means there's a lot of changes coming in the next 2 years. A lot. And even if he decides he didn't want to finish his whole full year term, he can do it on his own terms and not through impeachment. But there's a lot of changes coming. Success, too. Big picture, success, talking to the media, talking to the world, that type of thing. Ace of Swords, Three of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Hermit. There is victory with a small group for money and isolation. Money and isolation. So isolating a problem. This could also, well, I'm using the whole deck. There's something about isolating an issue. There's some successful opportunities or some successful monies or achieving money. Celebration for success and money for some specific issue, though. But there's victory in that. The Tower, the Emperor, the Four of Wands, and the Strength card. There is huge amounts of pressure on someone in the house to vacate. Whether it's him or Santos, who knows? But since this is his read, there's a lot of pressure. There is a man in the house who knows something about them documents in your house. If you ask me, but again, I could be wrong. But if you ask me, there's a man in the House of Representatives that knows how those documents got in your house. Anyway, Empress, the 10 of Cups, the 8 of Cups, and the 6 of Wands. Your wife might be leaving something. Is she still teaching? There's like a successful walk away type of thing, like a retirement or something. There's like a leaving of something, or if she's returning from a trip it's going to prove to be successful, whatever it is. 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, the Fool, and the Knight of Swords. There's an attack. A new attack upon the law and your job. Now, here's the thing. I wouldn't call it an attack if he knew those documents were there. For the sake of my own sanity. Because again, trying not to sound conspiratorial at all. Did Joe Biden know about the documents? And if he did, I didn't ask that one. I asked if somebody planted them. So, did he know about any classified documents in his possession, at his office, and his house? Did he know? High Priestess. It's knowledge. Uh-oh, something flipped up. No knowledge. Or blind to something. That's secret then. See, the High Priestess is not just secret. She's knowledge. She's even power. She's psychic. All that stuff. It takes on a secretive tone. Now here's the difference between secret and hidden knowledge. Hidden knowledge is something you can know, but you must ask the right question. You must ask the High Priestess that thing that you need to know, or you want to know. What's behind the veil? It's not a wall. It's a veil, which means you can look behind it, but, hey, can I take a peek type thing. Because she has knowledge, and you can't force it. Because there is an example of a card when you try to force knowledge out of someone. It's called the Tower. The Tower was built to penetrate the mysteries, the secrets, the knowledge of God. Then it was knocked down. So you can know what the High Priestess knows. So it's hidden knowledge. It becomes secretive when someone is trying to hide something. It becomes the moon when it's dangerous. This is not necessarily dangerous. It's just not the most honest thing in the world. So, did he know? There's a woman here. Because what they were saying is it could be possible that during the transition that stuff was just left and, mishandled, basically. And that type of thing. The Hangman again. Did he know? Oh, Lord. I'll take the one that flipped up then. I'm going to say no. No. And I don't think that he was aware that he was holding secret documents. Now, I can't say he wasn't aware that they ever had them in places they shouldn't be, because again, that's possible. But there's the moon. I'm going to ask it one more time. Were they planted to do harm? Look on the bottom. Were they planted to do harm to Joe Biden? Were the documents planted to do harm to Joe Biden? That would be a yes if I just pulled one card, but let's see. Were they planted to do harm to Joe Biden? Were they planted to do harm to Joseph Biden? Where are they planted? Oh, look on the bottom again. Where are they planted? That's another yes. There's someone's trying to cause a burden. So I mean, again, it's not impossible, mind you. Nobody's infallible. Nobody's perfect. People make mistakes. People do things maliciously. I don't think he did anything maliciously with documents, but you never know, right? As they say. I don't personally believe it, so take everything I just said with the grainiest of salts. But I'm going to have to go with I don't really think it's a conspiracy that somebody would plant documents right now at this point in time. But that's what I believe. So we shall see.